we find incumbent Georgia Congressman Rick Allen. Mr. Allen, Mark Davison for you, Hewitt. It's a pleasure to have you. Good morning, sir, and Merry Christmas.
Man, good to be with you. Thank you.
Fantastic to have you here. Listen, there's so much attention on your state. We're going to talk at the beginning of the next hour to Jim Galloway there at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Here you are in Congress, been there since 2014. Let me just get your 30,000-foot overview, the election, how it went, where we're headed, the focus on your state. How's it been from your perspective for these last few weeks?
Well, the 12th district of Georgia is about an R5, meaning that, I should win by 5. The president and I both won by 18 points, okay? So that means that a lot of your moderate Democrats are come over and vote for both myself and the president. What we have in this Senate race, the Democrats could not have picked the two absolute worst candidates in the history of statewide elections in Georgia. The radical left picked these two people. I mean, that's the way the Democrats do things. They handpick. They don't have primaries anymore. They just handpick their people. And I'm telling you, these two people are, if it was not for the limousine liberals from California and New York spending millions of dollars in here, these people wouldn't even be on the ballot. I mean, it's just that bad. The bottom line is, Georgia shows up and votes, we win. Republicans, moderate Democrats, independents, nobody can. It's like, this is crazy. The Democratic Party is having a debate over defunding the police. Can you believe that?
Prosperity used to be good. The police used to be good. Our founding fathers used to be good. The Constitution used to be good. Everything is turned on its head, indeed. Congressman Rick Allen with us from Georgia 12. You, if I've done my homework right, you and about 100 and some of your colleagues were indeed part of the amicus brief, the people who signed on with my state of Texas here in the challenge to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court chose to take a pass. How did that strike you?
I was very disappointed because that's the only place it could be heard. And that's why I thank God for Texas, as we all say, and all my buddies from Texas here in the Congress. I mean, Mark, it's like this. I mean, it's real simple. If you voted at the polls in Georgia, you had one standard. That's voter ID, sign an affidavit, you live at that address, you're voting in the right precinct. If you voted absentee, none of those requirements. That's unequal representation under the law. And for the life of me, I don't understand, other than, the court, this is a big deal, as all elections are. And I'll tell you, we got to fix this in Georgia.
Is there are a lot of ways to make that statement. One is showing up for Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. There are a lot of people looking to make a statement on January 6th when the new Congress kicks in, of which you are a part. There are going to be some people next door in Alabama. Mo Brooks says he'll be part of it in the House. We may get a senator or two to sign on to this. The notion of challenging the ratification of the electoral votes. Is that just banging our head against a brick wall, or is it a worthy statement that says we're going to fight to the end?
I think it's worth a 2-hour debate and a vote, certainly. I mean, we've got 4 states, principally, that did not obey the law when it comes to absentee voting. I mean, and everybody knew that it was going to be corrupt. Stacey Abrams has been out there, for a year, harvesting ballots, which is illegal in Georgia. So, I think certainly, we need to have, we didn't get our day in court, so we need to have our day on the House of Representatives on that floor.
And you know that you will be pilloried and condemned. You'll be called crazy. I mean, just for being on the amicus brief, you and the 106 or 107 others said, oh, look at these crazy Republicans. They can't grasp reality. And listen, I think the reality that deserves to be grasped is we got screwed here, and we want history to record that happened. That's my main interest moving forward.
Well, obviously, Biden got 830,000 absentee ballot votes in Georgia. The largest before was Obama when they tried to kind of do the same thing in 2012 because Obama was in trouble. They were trying to win Georgia. Obama got 87,000. All right, you tell me, Mark, how many of that 800,000 are legal and how many are illegal?
I know.
I think we should know that.
I know. You asked a perfect question that has only an imperfect answer, and that is that we'll never have an exact number. And that's what a bunch of judges said: is we can't numerically prove X number of votes, so I, as a judge, can bang my gavel and say that the result there was wrong. But we know that something was so sufficiently tainted, sufficiently corrupted, that this is an illegitimate result, and we may have to endure 4 years of Biden and Harris, but I think the country can endure a few more weeks of people making that point. So,
well, I'm hoping it's a wake-up call for this country.
Yeah. I mean, if it's happened to us now, let's have it not happen to us again.
Like I said, I don't know how many of those votes were illegal, but for every illegal vote, it took away my right to vote. And that's my vote, and that's wrong.
You talk about disenfranchisement. That is disenfranchisement. Listen, it's Congressman Rick Allen in Georgia 12. God bless you, sir. Merry Christmas. It's wonderful to have you on the show. Congratulations on your win. Best to everybody in that wonderful Georgia district. You bet. Thank you for being here.
All right, we're going to get it done. Thanks,
guys, we go get it done. It's the Rick Allen bumper sticker and a fine, fine motto. All righty, look.